Hi, I got one of these manual meat grinding machine and today I want to show you its performance. I bought this from lidl for 20 euro. The electrical one, they are larger and more expensive, and because I don't need a lot of meat, so this must be sufficient for me. If it works properly, what do we have inside? So obviously we have this part. Meat goes in. Here it has to be clamped to a table, and this is the handle. And we have some other parts. So for example, this one, which we can put it here and shape the ingredient that comes out, and also some other things. This one, and of course this is to hold the handle in place. Okay, so I'm going to wash this first, and then I will assemble it to this table, and we'll grind some meat with it, and we will see how it performs. And after that, I will make some cutlet with the grinded meat. Okay, so I washed this and now it's dry. We have the screw. Remember that this piece of plastic should be here, and then we place it in like that. And then we have the blade, which has to be toward outside. And after that, we have the screen, which we place it, and then we close this one. But before I assemble this, I want to test the sharpness of this blade. Normal way to test the sharpness is that you rub it against your nail. If it scratches, you can see, then it means it's sharp. If it does not scratch, then you have to sharpen it. So for example, I have a knife sharpener here. So if it was not sharp enough, then I would sharpen it and then assemble it. This knife sharpener is a gift from my father. So I have kept it for several years now. But basically the blades now are very sharp, and I can assemble this. So the screen, I place it like that. So the idea here is that these blades, when you rotate it, must really almost touch this screen. I think that is the correct way. Because if it is not that way, then if you have some fats and some skinny part of the meat, they will not be cut by the blade, and they will be accumulated on this screen, and eventually it will block all the holes and the meat cannot come out. So the blade should really almost touch the screen, and this should be tight. You can see now that it moves and it almost glides over the screen. Okay, so now I will assemble it to the table and we will grind some meat. And I'm going to assemble this here. I don't have any other place, but this seems to be okay. Okay, I have assembled this, and now I'm going to grind some meat with it. So my father always used to tell me to buy a meat grinding machine and make your grinded meat yourself, because he believes that the butchers, they mix the good meat and the old meat together and sell as the grinded meat. So after many years, eventually I got this one, and it seems that it works. The last few pieces. So much meat. Didn't expect that I have this much of meat now. Okay, so now I'm going to grind it for the second time, and after that I will start making my cutlet. Alright, so for this cutlet we need a few hundred grams of meat, 2 medium-sized potato, 1 onion, some black pepper. This one, in Persian we call it zarchube, it's turmeric, I think. Salt. I have a grater there. So I'm going to peel them off and use that grater to make small pieces of them and remove the water of them. And then we mix everything together and roast it. For potatoes, I'm going to use this large side of the grater, and for onion, I will use this side. I don't have any space, so I have to do it on my stove. Okay, so I have the potato. Now I will press them and basically remove the water from them. Okay, so basically we have to take the water of this potato. So you press it. This water has to go together with some of the potato. Okay. Okay. So I get all of these, and behind it we also have a lot of onion which has to be taken. So this part, usually we have to tap it so that it come out, but in this case I have limited space. Okay. That's enough. Okay, so now I can mix the meat. Oh. Adding some pepper. This yellow stuff. Zarchube. Okay, maybe it's a lot. Maybe I added a lot of zarchube, so now it will smell like turmeric. And then I'm going to mix it. Easy. process of making it, you have to use your hands. I think I added too much turmeric. What is the name of this English word? I have never used that word, only searched it for this video. Too much yellow. I can put a smaller one. Cool, man. Making some cutlet, grinded meat with hands, and making some cutlet at midnight. Okay, so cutlet is ready. This is something that my mother cooked for us when I was a child, and of course still she is cooking for my brothers and sisters, but not for me because I'm far away from them. So the way to serve this is to have bread and tomato. This one doesn't go without tomato, so you must have tomato. And maybe if available, pickled cucumber. So then you can eat it and enjoy it. So now it's almost 2:30 midnight and I'm going to have my dinner. When I was a child, I walked into kitchen and carefully looked at my mom, and she was preparing this type of food, and I learned how to make them. So at that time, whenever the food was not a type that I liked, so I could actually make cutlet even at that time when I was very young, 7 years old maybe. So, all right, bye.